since this is going to be wet and gross. All right, so we're going to start on this side, and we're going to do a little drainage here.
Morning, guys.
Good morning. What are you guys all dressed up for?
Well, we unfortunately have a little puppy named Bella, and she is having some diarrhea and not wanting to eat, and she's never had vaccines, so we're concerned about her possibly having Parvo. So we're taking.
What is Parvo?
Parvo is an intestinal virus that's very contagious and very serious, and it affects the GI tract. It actually attacks the lining of the intestinal tract, so it causes vomiting and diarrhea, and most importantly, it causes secondary bacterial infections that can make them very sick.
So you have to dress like that just for Parvo?
Not just for Parvo. Anything that we suspect is going to be contagious that can be transmitted to other animals. We take special precautions with Parvo, though, because it is a very serious disease. And if they do have Parvo, it requires hospitalization for them to have the optimal chance to get better.
Is there any way to avoid Parvo?
Vaccination. Nothing is 100%, but vaccines can actually help prevent them from getting Parvo. Just being aware of the environment that you put your dogs in if they're not vaccinated. And if you get a new puppy, you certainly want to get them vaccinated. Follow the vaccine schedule starting at 6 weeks, all the way up till at least 16 weeks of age. So that is, like I said, nothing is 100%, but vaccines are a very good way to protect against Parvo.
That's a lot of vaccines. How many vaccines does a puppy usually get during that series?
Well, it depends a little bit on the individual puppy. If we start right at 6 weeks, we do them every 3 to 4 weeks until they're 16 weeks of age. And there's a couple reasons for that. They have maternal antibodies from their mom, so we want to make sure that once they're gone, the puppy is fully protected. But we're not 100% sure when those go away. So that's why we started at 6 weeks, because there's a chance that those maternal antibodies could be gone at 6 weeks. And then the spacing of the 3 to 4 weeks is to allow their immune system to produce antibodies and then boost the antibodies moving forward. And we know for sure that those antibodies are gone around 12 weeks, so that way we have to make sure they have 2 vaccines after they're 12 weeks of age. So anywhere from 2 to 4 vaccines, depending on how old the puppy was when we started doing these vaccines.
And that could probably save a lot of money and prevent serious illness.
It certainly could.
Can we vaccinate this puppy now?
We don't want to vaccinate her now because she's sick, but once she gets to feeling better, we certainly could vaccinate her. If she does end up having Parvo, she actually will have protection against parvovirus, but the vaccine that we use protects against several different things: distemper, hepatitis, parainfluenza, and Parvo. So even if she does have Parvo, we still want to vaccinate her moving forward to prevent her from getting sick with other things.
So what would you guess was the range of a cost for a puppy if it had to stay in the hospital for like a week for Parvo?
The estimates that I've done recently, we've actually seen a bunch of puppies that were positive for Parvo. They've ranged anywhere from about $1,200 to $2,000. Usually they end up needing to stay with us for 3 to 5 days in the hospital, and that's if they don't have any further complications beyond just supportive care.
Is it a new thing that's going around, or is it what's?
No, Parvo is actually a very, very old virus, very common virus, so it's not new at all, and that's why the vaccines that we have are actually very, very good vaccines. So,
so it's better to vaccinate for sure.
Definitely better to vaccinate. So I think our test might be coming up. We have about 2 minutes left on our test, but right now there's only the control dot so far, so that's good news. There's a reason there's a time limit on there, but
So there's one blue dot that's supposed to be there?
the one blue dot's supposed to be there. That just tells us that the test is working appropriately. If it does come up positive, there's going to be a second dot, which usually the positive dot comes up before the control dot. So
Hopefully
we're okay with the
What's
test.
going on with this little guy?
So we have Banana here, and he's just sitting in a little shallow dish of warm water. Hopefully that'll prompt him to use the bathroom. Trying to get a fecal sample, so
What is he?
we'll see. So this is a leopard gecko. We're about 7 months old, and we've been losing weight, so we're thinking maybe we have some sort of intestinal parasite, but we need a sample in order to check that. So.
Alright, that's a neat little trick.
Okay, now, since this is going to be wet and gross. All right, so we're going to start on this side, and we're going to do a little drainage here.
Just have had one surgery today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see how it's kind of bubbling out there? It's kind of, it's actually looking kind of mucusy.
Okay.
Alright, so keep him in that position. Let him kind of flush.
Okay,
Way.
good job, Arthur.
Okay. Now, look at that hole. See how much bigger it is?
Mm-hmm.
Much happier. I might do a little bit more though.
Good boy.
Say a routine
Feel good. He's chilling.
nasal flush. He had to have been congested. I'm sure he feels much better now.
So as soon as I'm done being mad.
Yes, he's being very good. All right, let's flush the rest of that junk out, sweetie. I know. All right. Here we go. All right. Just keep him that.
Squeeze it out through that one.
All right. And then stay in that position just for a second or two more. But see, now he has a nose hole. Look at that. I'll use this end because you can easily kind of put a toenail in there and then it'll round it off and it'll make it very, very soft.
Okay, that's beautiful.
And then we're going to try to smooth it out. Get a little bit of distance off. Watch for their little tongues because they let you stick it out.
I see that.
Alright, again. We'll do, then push this to here. We'll get these little tips off. Gently.
Alright, today's the big day for Crouton. What's going on here, Stacy?
So we are getting neutered today. We are 20 weeks old, and we're getting adopted. So we got to be neutered before we can go to our home. So
If you remember Crouton, he went through all those different medical procedures and tests and went down to the specialist, and he's gaining weight now and he's doing really well.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
good
So
job.
it's exciting. It's a success story for the pet center.